Here I'm standing at the Brazos River. This is the FM 1093 bridge next to a Southern Pacific rail line. This rail line is now abandoned. I'm not exactly sure what year or when it became abandoned. The tracks have been taken up, but the bridge has been there for a while. It's an old riveted iron girder bridge, and it's been there for a while. But originally, FM 1093 crossed underneath this bridge. This is the original roadbed of FM 1093, where it crossed under the truss, this truss bridge, and little jog to the right. And at one time in the past, there was a bridge that crossed Brazos River. And the 1953 survey map shows only the tracks and no FM 1063. But 1961 survey map does show both the train bridge and FM 1093, and shows it crossing underneath. Some of the aerial photos show the same. Now in 1980, 81, 80, they were building a new bridge. Now you see here the pavement ends, and it sloped down into a muddy embankment that drops off into the Brazos. If you look in the photo, you'll notice the old bridge gone and a new bridge being built, and also a segment of the train bridge also missing. More than likely, that was due to flood damage. The Brazos River is known to flood, and often when it does flood, it damages bridge supports, sometimes undermining them where they sink or shift. Which happens over in, there's a train bridge that crosses by 59 into Rosenberg that had, I think 2016 had a major flood damage. But this here is the original train trestle, all iron, riveted together. It still stands. The section in the 1980s was actually rebuilt from iron into a concrete spanning the Brazos. That's one of the original guardrails, but this is the original roadbed of FM 1093 that actually crossed under the train trestle, and the bridge went off over into the Brazos River. Now this drone footage is garbage. I apologize. I need to get a better drone. It was a bit breezy that day, and my drone doesn't have a gimbal for the camera. So you can see the original train bridge, and you see that as it reaches about the middle of the river, of the Brazos River, this becomes concrete. That section there was rebuilt sometime in the 80, 81. And I'm assuming it was rebuilt because the original trestle was probably damaged. Probably had a flood that either undermined or damaged one of the supports, and engineers went out and they tore it down and put the concrete. Now that sticking out there, that is the only remaining support of the original bridge that FM 1093 crossed over. In some of the photos I've noticed there's actually two supports. I'm assuming this river has actually shifted over time, and that's also one of the big problems with bridges across this river, is the abutments and the supports often get washed out or damaged. But this is the Brazos River in flood stage. We got a lot of heavy rains, and this is those columns off in the background are usually about 20, 30 feet above. I mean, they stick out of the water quite a distance above the water. And here you only see the very top sticking out, because actually they go down and there's another concrete base beneath that. But that is to your left is the new FM 1093, built in the 80s. 80, I think survey map showed about 81. They were doing construction on it. I wanted to get on that trestle and sort of walk it, but at the moment in time, I was in shorts, and it was quite an obstacle to get up there. Maybe I'll go back one day and with a better drone and get up there and do some cool photography and video of the bridge itself. As you can see, the tracks have been removed, and yeah, they pretty much have abandoned the railroad. There's no longer a railroad that uses it. That's top of the newer 1980s, the newer concrete base. And I was trying to find some history on it, and I couldn't find anything. There was actually a bridge over near Rosenberg that had the same situation happen when a 2016 flood came through, and the one of the bridge supports actually shifted and sank a little bit. So I had to go in there instead of tearing the whole bridge down. I had to go and actually do emergency surgery, lift it, and then put new support. This is driving back towards on the old abandoned from 1993, driving back towards the train trestle. It's kind of amazing how nature has completely taken over since the 1980s.